Hello guys, welcome to Free Tutorial TV. Today we are going to discuss on making a small applications software, embedded applications using a Qt QML. So without further delay, I will open the Qt Creator 12.0.0. So here, this is the front dashboard of the Qt Creator. From here you can load the sample programs. Everything is all are available here, but I'm going to load the new project. So when we go to the create projects, you will be asked to open the template. So which template we'll go with the compatible. Why? Because it should be able to run to the lower version also. So we'll use this, and then I choose this compatibility and then go for it. And then here I just you can go to any project folder where you want to create your project, and here I will give as a sample. Maybe I'll write with small letter s sample, uh, uh, sample qml. Okay, sample qml project. Okay, so sample qml project. Now I'm going to create this, and say go for next. We use qmac. You can use cmac, qvs, but qmac is very common, so we'll use qmac. And then go for next, and then here you can run in 6.2 or you can run in 5.15. So minimum requirement I will set 5.15 so that it can run in any platform till up to 5.15, and then go for next. And then language, if you want to do some translation in your application, you can select which language do you want to go for it. You can define that, but as of now I'm not going for the language. I'll go for next, and then here you can select because I already have mbs, that is Microsoft Studio uh, SBC. uh, I have a debugger, but I will use this compiler, mean GW compiler. Okay, this is good. And then go for next, and then here these are all the projects that's going to create with all these things, and then say finished. It will create a new project here. So this is what you're seeing, a project here. Okay, it create. So you already know that you have a profile here. So in this profile you can have some widget and core. You define it so that some of this module can be used in your applications. And then I'll show you about cpp file, where you will be having engine where you will be loading your first uh, main.qml. That is exactly here. So if you want to start from your own qml, you can define from where you want to start your application. So here I can go for it, and then you can define mm, your applications. And now with this I would like to create two more file, like say for navigation purpose. So I want to create a new add a new file on qml. You can select qt and then go for qt quick, and here you define as uh, page one. Okay, page one, and then I just say okay. And in this page one it will be created under this folder. So this is prefix and slash is there, so this one qml in this folder will create. And then page one, and I will create another page one. For this page one identifications, I will create a small rectangle, say something like say rectangle, and within the rectangle I will define some width, say maybe width around uh, okay, I'll just put uh, 600, and height of around say 400. Okay, and to understand this page is loading, so I'll just make color, and color will be you can define any color within this code, say red color. And then I will have another page. I want to add another new more page, one more page. Say maybe I'll go for uh, say page, so something like login page. I'll go for login page, and this login page will open login username and password. So this one also I'll create it. So here in this I'll create a small rectangle of one, and within this rectangle what I will do is this rectangle also I will give a small width and width of say around 600 and height of around 400, and this also give me some color. So some color visibility of maybe say blue. I'll just put it in blue color. And in this rectangle, what I will do is I will have one row. So I will try to put one row, and in this row I will try to what to say maybe first within a layout I'll before row I will have it because I will having 2 rows or 3 rows I can have. So let me design a column first, and within this column I'll put this row, so that can will be very good in looking. So this column where I will place, I will try to place this column maybe this column width I can make some 200 by 400, 200 by 400, something like that. I'll make it okay. So maybe you can define in column it will be like say implicit width, it will define with implicit width of say 200 width, and implicit height of say 400. And then I want to anchor this in the center. So maybe you can say horizontal center, make it a horizontal center. And then if I want to make it this one as a vertical center also, in the vertical center. So vertically, horizontally it will be centered. And then the uh, any rows you are going to add, make some spacing between the rows and columns, maybe say 10. Then I'll have a row here. So within this row you can define text text text. I can define one text, and in this text maybe this is uname text. So in this text I will don't want to define here like say enter your uh, uh, user name, and this is one. And then after the text I'll put one more information, that is text uh, uh, text fill. I will use text fill, but text fill is not coming. The reason is not coming is because I need some controls here. So you import Qt Qt quick controls. So if you have some controls, maybe you will be able to see that controls around some 2.2, maybe you can use that. And then here I will be able to see some text fill. Yeah, so you can see the text fill. And then under this text fill, I will define an id name as um, usr name username. I'll create like this. And then with this I'll have a placeholder text. Maybe you can define here already with uh, say qstr, and then within that you can define your usernames like this. I can display if you want to give a certain width and distance by you can always give here say something like width can be of say some 100, and height maybe something like say 40, you can always give. And this is one finished. And then the similar one more rows I want to create it here. So for that, if you say this will be p uh, wd, this is a password tag. So here I will say password, enter your password, something like that. And then you can uh, catch this one as instead of username I'll say password. So this is a password, and this password also you can have a test placeholder here as password. Okay, so this will be a password placeholder, and as well as whatever you type here should have some echo mode. Echo mode will be like, say, text input. Okay, text input echo mode should be password. Okay, so if I mention a password, then whatever you type will be typing in some unknown character which will not be visible. So then I want to have one more rows here. In this last row, it will contain two button. So maybe I'll put the button, and in this button I want to set it button height and width, something like, say, 50 50 40 50 40. I can do that. So here I will create a button ID, and this button name will be kind of enter, and this width, button width will have around, say, uh, uh, I can have 50, or maybe say 40, and then I'll have a height of around 40, so it will be kind of square look. And then you can have one text. So button text will have like a QSTR, and in this text I will enter the detail as like login. And then similarly, I will have another button, and this button will maybe like, say, call as clear button, or it can be an exit button. Okay, I can say exit button, and here I will display exit. So here we are missing one thing, is that this row there should be some spacing. So row spacing should be always given around some, say, some spacing should be given around 10. So similar spacing I will try to maintain in all the row here. Okay, and three rows are there, so control A and control I, it will rearrange everything in properly, so that you can see that this is visible. So whether this is visible, so I'll be loading this one from QML. So from the main.qml, I'm going to load this login.qml, and then I can load this page one. So page one is red here, and I will display one text here, so that you should be visible. And in this text I will define as you are in uh, you are in uh, page 1, so that you will come to know that you are in page 1. So here I'll be having this one, and mostly I will have a menu bar here, just trying to create a small application, so you will come to know. So create a menu bar, menu bar. Menu bar will be starting with menu bar, and then you have a menu bar. I think here also I need to import that Qt quick control. Okay, Qt quick control, maybe it's 2.2. I can take that, and you will have this menu bar. Why menu bar is not showing? So let me check why this menu. Yeah, menu bar is not visible, but menu is visible. It should be okay. So here, instead of this hello world, I will see this free tutorial. Okay, free tutorial TV sample applications. I'll name it, because this is a main menu. So here I'll be having want to define a menu bar, but why menu bar is not showing? One second. If I define within a rectangle, okay, so this rectangle will have anchors dot fill. I will say parent, and then need to have an menu item, menu item. Okay, fine, let me check this menu. And in this menu I'll be using one menu, and you will be having one title. Okay, any title you can put it here, as, say, um, file. I'll create something like this title file, and I don't then under this menu I'll put a menu item, and in this menu item I will put a this menu item will have a say title. Okay, text, uh, menu item text will be defined with the qstr, and here I will define the menu items as open, uh, and then I'll have another menu item, something like call, say you can call as here new, and then another menu items I will have call it as uh, exit. Okay, so something like this I'll have. If you want a menu separator between the item, you can do here menu separator. You can use one separator, and like this, and similarly this separator can also type here. So let me run this and we'll see that whether menu appears or not. I'm having a doubt because there is no menu bar is there, so menu only it is visible, but the menu bar is not coming into picture. So we see that. So now under this file menu, I think instead, yeah, we can have one menu bar. So I will have one menu bar. So in this menu bar, uh, what we can do is control I. So within this menu bar we'll have one uh, menu, and this the first menu is a file menu. So you want to have another menu within this menu bar, I can have another menu here, something like say menu, uh, this menu will select, and in this menu you can have a title, and in this title qstr, and you can define as say health. Okay, and in the help, okay, in the here you can have a menu item defined with some with the text and the qstr. Here you define as index, something I'll display. Okay, now let's see whether this is coming or not coming. Okay, now it's coming. So now you can see all with the menu separator also you are able to see, and help, and then you put the index is also visible. But the problem is here I don't have any shortcut. If you want to have made a shortcut, you can always put the ampersand before uh, here, and then f will become an ampersand. If you want to do open here, ampersand o, and then if you want to new, you can say ampersand n, and if you want to exit you can say ampersand uh, ampersand e and exit, and for help you can take ampersand h, and for index you can say ampersand I. So this where the ampersand is given, it will get I. Now I want to open page one, so I can say open here, and under this open menu I can write one code called on trigger. So when you do on trigger, and under this on trigger I'm going to load the page. So the main.qml should have a loader here in this uh, uh, in this rectangle. So I will have another rectangle where this menu bar will have its own rectangle, but this rectangle I instead of anchor dot fill parent, I will give one width. Okay, width of say around maybe 400, say I will design 640, and height maybe I'll assign around some uh, 50. That's a maximum for which I have given right now. So this is this rectangle. So in this rectangle it will get displayed. Now after this I can have another rectangle. Okay, so this rectangle will I what I have to do is I will have an ID for this rectangle. So I'll call this as a menu rectangle. So this is a menu rectangle. So after the menu rectangle I'll have another ID here called as uh, display rectangle. So this is a display rectangle where I'm going to display our loaded our pages. So here I will do something like say um, anchor dot fill I will use as parent. This parent size it will take, but here one thing is that it should not overlap this one. So whenever I display for the top, so anchors dot top, this top will be defined after the bottom of the first rectangle. So menu rectangle, so I take menu rectangle dot bottom. Okay, it will take the bottom side anchored at the bottom, and then I will have a small spacing of top margin. So something like say top margin, you can give a top margin of at least some 20. So you give a difference between the first rectangle and the second rectangle, so that you can do here. And in this rectangle I'm going to have a loader, and the loader ID will be like say I'll call it as a page loader. Okay, page loader. And this page loader will be loading the page into this site. So I will put the anchor dot fill. I will make it the parent, so it will be same as the parent, it will fill here. So this is what exactly the page is going to load. This page one will load into this once I click that open. So what I'm going to do here, I want to give it a page loader. So you can say page loader, and then that dot source. Then what happen is here you can assign the link of the page, and that page link is this is the page link. So I'll make the URL copy here, and then you can say paste it. Now if I say run this code, and then if I say file and open, it will load here. So the page one, you can see that file, uh, and it is exactly it is loaded. So you are in page one. So this is how can do that. And here what I can do is I can make some more around say some 50. I'll give the 50 margin, so it will drop little bit down. So where I can open, and then it will drop here, it doesn't overlap with the main menu. So you can plan something like that. And this is exactly it is going into the left hand side. So this also you can do like anchors dot left will be given to uh, left margin. I'll put left margin, left margin also I'll put some 50. So then it will move that one, so 50 pixel away. So let's see how it moves. Yeah, see here, but it moves everything away from there again. So that's how it works. For the right anchor, again you can again do right margin. I can put right margin also around some 50. So uh, mo- if you run this, you can also see that this margin should come here. So that's because of the size, it's the overlapping, because here it is parent, and it is only shift 40. But what is the size of this one? It's a 600. So 40 means I can't do that. So I can have maybe instead of 50 50, I can do like say 10 10. It will be very nicely observed. So you let's see that how it anchors. And then if I open, yeah, perfectly okay. So you can see that how it is placed. Yes, you can calculate it properly and then do this. But problem is here, once I come into the login button, but this loader is available in main.qml, but I want to load after I click the button, and I found that imagine that I have a button here, and when I click this on this button, say I say on click, if I do an on click on this button, and for time being I'll just put console dot log, and here enter button is click, but I want to, and at the same time I want to load the page one again. So if I want to load this page one, I can't call the loader here. Why? Because loader is not present here, loader is present in another page. In such way I can only pass the parameter through using some Qt C++ coding. Now I want to call that function, and then I can load it this one here. So in order to do that, I need to create a cpp file. So I'll create a file. I can do in the main.cpp itself, but I will create, so that you will learn how to create a new cpp file. Here I'll say sample class. I'll call it as a sample class, and sample class, here I will include some q object, and also I'll add this q underscore object, and I will create under this project. So let's see how it create. Now it will be created here. So sample class has been created here. You can see sample class here. Okay, already defined here. Under the q object I will create one uh, q property. So q underscore property, and in this q property type it is like q a string. So I will define a q string, and the name of my q string will be say like loader. So I will put it as a uh, uh, srn, maybe like scrn, screen loader. Okay, I'll put it as a screen loader. Okay, and then I don't need final, so you can remove this. And then this one I will name it as a get screen loader and set screen loader. You already have this one, and then you can define with a semicolon here. So this is what you have the function, and then I need to decide make it a some function for get and the set. So q string, I'll write here get uh, uh, this function I want to create here, and this will be return one string. So what is the string I'm going to return? That string I need to create it. So something like, say I'll put it as a private. Okay, and here I will say the q string. I want to define one string, and the q string name will be like, say, page loader. I'll put page loader. So now page loader will be returned here. So what page loader you are going to load, that will be returned here. And then I need one signal. So whenever I do, I have to transmit a signal. So signal signal. In this signal, uh, okay, sorry, okay, why signal is not coming? S I signal signal. mm, why signal is not coming? I need to place signal. So I will be creating a signals. Under the signals it will be like a void, and this function should be transmitted. Okay, and this will be this signal has to be transmitted. So whenever I transmitted, I'll be transmitted the set one. So set will be a void, and here I will use this set loader, this function name, and under this I will be calling a q string called str. Okay, and then you can have this function here, and here you can type if the incoming str is not equal to page loader. Okay, then you can assign the page loader equal to str. You assign the value here, and then you emit scrn uh, loader change. You emit the signal, then automatically it'll get updated. So now who is going to load this one? So this class needs to be defined in the main.cpp. so here I will include uh, the sample class dot h. So I will include within bracket uh, sample class dot h, and inside this I will create an object called sample class. So SMPL CLASS sample class, and this sample class you need to create uh, within a context property. So for that, what you would do is you already have a QML engine dot root contacts. In the root contacts array you need to put for set uh, context property. Set context property, one second. uh, Context property, why it's not coming? Root uh, okay. Set a root set context, why it's not coming? Context property. So here I can write set context uh, property. Here this context property is not recognizing, so what I can do is I will include one library called Qt quick. Okay, Qt quick, this one. Maybe with this Qt quick I should be able to uh, enter this. Let me check. Set yes, set context property, this is what I was looking for. Here inside this you can create a sample obj, something like this, and with the class which we have created, that is smp class, and end with a semicolon. Now this is the class I'm going to use it for calling the function. Okay, so this will be a star here, so then we can define it. No, I don't need to define this as a star. So attempt to delete core sample from the sample class. Okay, for this not recognizing the contacts, I need to import one more library, which is qml uh, qml qml contacts, qml contacts, then the smpl class. So this is the class which I'm going to add it. Okay, so I'm having a sample class with the smpl class. This class will be added here. So I'm having when I try to run, I'm having a problem here. So this problem is because I think my class is not extended from the q object. So you need to do one small q object, q object. Okay, so you need to extend from q objects. Then let me run and check. I should be able to run the code. Let's wait and see. Okay, I'm able to run the code. Now the problem is I want to do that loading. So my object is the sample objects. So these sample objects will be used in my main.qml. Here I will define one source. So whenever in this source, this object call the queue property. What is the queue property? This screen loader is the queue property. So you put this queue property here, then automatically it will assign. But you want to set, you have to call the set here instead of this one. So you will be calling the object and you will be setting this parameter. So now here you will be calling as the object. The object is, this is a sample object. So here I'll call this uh, sample object dot, that what is the function to set, this is the function to set this loader. So this loader I will call it where in the main.qml here, and within this I will be passing a string parameter. Okay, so this string parameter is this link to move. So what happen is when I supply this parameter on triggered, automatically it will go and refresh into the loader. So whether it's working or not, let's see that. When you go there in a file and then open, and okay, now what is saying is type error property, the set screen loader is not a function. So what is trying to say is this screen loader is not a function, so it's not able to call it. I'll say q underscore invocable. If I give q invocable, then this set I can call this set, correct? It should be able to display that one. So perfect, now it is able to load. Now the main thing what we were talking about is the login one. So under the main dot, I want to call this instead of new, I'll say login page, and I need to open the login page. So the same on triggered I will call here. Okay, instead of this open, I will not do this activity. So instead of that I will do the login page loading here. So this login page I want to open first, then from login page I will load the, after login it will load this page. So for this what I'm going to do is, first I will open the login page where it's working. Let's go and see that. Then open login page is not invalid property, assign implicit height. Where is implicit height? Column should be implicit height. Why? Okay, if I don't give a height, okay, let me just comment this and let me run one more time. Don't know the reason behind, but okay. So anyway, you can see here username password to be entered, and then you say click login. When I click login, now you need to migrate to the page one if it is successful. So this information I'm going to do here. So I'll go to the login page, and under the on click button here, after the on click button I'll be checking uh, uh, whether it should not be empty. So not empty, it should not be empty. So this I have a username and I have a pswd should not be empty. So for that I'll do one small checking here, like username, where is my username text? This is a username text field. So I'll copy here, I'll put username text dot txt. It should not be equal to empty, and pswd dot text also should not equal to empty. Okay, and if both are not empty, then only I will check for a password. Okay, I will do check password login. So I need to create one more class function to check login name, username, password. Okay, for a qml you need to write always the double equal to, it will has to work. Now in the sample class I will be accepting two parameter. So in sample class here, I will store uh, in the sample class here I will store like a q string. I'll store q string like say username. Okay, and here I will do one more q string which is a password. Okay, I'm having this. So username and password, username password is two string which will be used in the sample class. So here it is a constructor, so inside this constructor I will create as user name equal to the string will be given as say free tutorial, so something like this. And then the password, okay, the password I will keep it as um, TV, something like this, capital letter. Okay, password. So this will be terminate. Here password is defined. Now here I want to write an void function of sample class, say login check. I'll tell him to check login whether it's successful or not successful. With two parameter will be passing q string. One is a str user name, and another parameter q string as str password. So these two parameters will be incoming, and since this part this login check, this function is not defined here, I need to define, but I should be defining as q invocable. uh, so invocable and void this function with the two parameters. So let me copy that two parameters. So these parameters will be defined in the sample class. So you define here, and this is the header of the your function here. If I'm using, and then inside this I am going to do only one thing, that this incoming str username, okay, the str username should be equal to username. Okay, and the coming str password also should be equal to password. Then I will return uh, I will not return. Instead what I can do is I want to uh, load the I want to give a loading successfully. The page loader should be loaded successfully. So these functions I want to make it as an integer return. So if it is true I will say here instead of that instead of C I will make boolean. Then this class also, instead of void I will make it as a boolean, and in here you return true. Okay, you return true, else uh, okay, else you return false. Okay, so this is the true or false. Then you're having this, and then what happen is you're going to call this functions, and if you find this is true, if it is true, what you're supposed to do, load the you're going to load that one. So that will be called in your login.qml. So here I'll be calling that function now. Okay, so how do you call a function? You have to use this object, and you will be using this object. And what is the function name? This is a function name called login check. This will be called in your login here dot. And the what is the parameter to be passed? The parameter to be passed is usrna username dot txt, this one parameter, and pswd dot txt, and this is another parameter. When you pass this parameter you will be getting if true. So you can write here this uh, if this is true, what you are supposed to do, you are going to supposed to set your screen. So what screen you want to set here? You want to set this screen, this login page in the here. So you're going to set this screen, okay, and then you, and here if else, so one more condition you can write here. If else, what you want to display, you can do one display here. After this you can have one row here, okay. So I will make one row and here, and inside this row I will have call one text, and inside this text I will write as uh, wrong username or password, okay. But this will be visible. I have to make it the visible uh, false. Why? Because it should not be visible all the time, and this should be colored as uh, red. Why? Because this is an error. So you are handling an error here. So else what you will going to do, you are going to visible, this should be false. So this id is name. So what you do is name dot visible equal to, first you make it true, okay, then automatically this will become true and it will be visible. You can also supply the text by yourself, but as of now I'm not doing that. So I'll be successfully, if login is done, then it will be navigated to that. So whether it is navigating or not, let's see by running the function. Let's do that. And yeah, now I open login is open. If I do anything here, see, your username password is displayed, nothing is there, so it is displayed. Now if I click again, this will be keep highlighting. So now what we do is I will what I'll do is I will set it, I will write free tutorial. This is my username, password is capital TB, and if I log in, it needs to set it, but not set it. Why? The sample dot screen loader, this login, what is the error is I am keep loading the same page again and again. So this is the error I'm facing. So what I can do is I will have to give this path, then only this screen will get loaded 100%. So now I'll do this, I'm just keep giving a wrong one. So here I say if I give free tutorial and then TV as a password, I click here, wow, so you are in page 1. So this is how it's been loading. Now in this way you can write exit code. So exit, this will not work. For this one to work, you have to come to the main.qml where exit is written. So here you need to write on trigger, okay, and inside this you need to write the quit function, quit, qt dot quit. So this function is called and automatically it will quit your application. So let's see that how it works. Here I come in the login, but and I click here exit, yes, it exits your application. And this is how the small sample application can be designed in Qt QML, and you can load this application in any Linux embedded OS, and you can run your application perfectly. Thank you guys for watching my channel, and I hope you will like this channel, and please do subscribe and share the video. Thank you. Have a nice day.